Hi guys, this is Diane of Minimize to Maximize, a personal journey to minimize clutter and to maximize the fulfillment of our life. And today I want to talk about another round of decluttering that I've done with my clothes. I like working with my clothes because I fully own them. I'm the only one to wear them, so I have full responsibility over them. And I get to play around and try to figure out what works for me and what doesn't work. What works for me is to limit the quantity of clothes that I have in my life. Um, and also think about the number of clothes that I actually need in between laundry days. So I do my laundry every Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on how the week has gone. And so I have about 7 days of clothing to deal with. And I'm realizing as I'm going through this entire life process of minimizing clutter of all kinds in my life, that by having less, I can do so much more. And I'm realizing that I'm peeling these layers, this giant onion, that is the result of the culture that I grew up in and the culture that I live in, which is a culture that tells me that more is better, and it tells me that I need this, I need that. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I can wear this. Ooh, I could use that. Ooh, that's so smart and clever. Therefore, I need to have it. Therefore, I need to own it. Therefore, I need to buy it. And so I want to move away from this. It's taken me quite a few years to come to this point, and it's still a process. That's why this YouTube channel is called a journey because it really is. It's not a done deal. I'm realizing over time that there is more unnecessary things in my life that have really um, cluttered my life and made it more complicated than it needs to be. And so working with clothes, it's one way to have full accountability over what I have versus trying to deal with the things that belong to my husband, to my son, or to us as a family, which has its own layer of complexity. Um, and that requires more human interactions and maybe compromise and discussions and things like that. So clothes is really very personal for me, and I want to start with what I'm going to let go of. Another round of decluttering for me. I've had these two. Um, this is a fleece vest jacket, and this is like a hoodie. Well, it's not a hoodie. It's like a sweat. I don't know what do you call it, but it has a logo and it has things written on it. And these two items do not really bring me joy, but they are very useful because I'm out and about. I live in well, I'm a busy mom and I work as a home organizer, and I help people declutter their homes and organize their space. So it can be a very dirty job. It can be very full of dust, and I can rip my clothes, and it can be quite involved for some projects, not all, but some projects are like that. And so I need like something comfortable and that doesn't get stained easily. So I've been relying on these two things, but this one I sweat a lot in, and I don't like how the fleece feels on my skin. I don't feel like my body, my skin gets to breathe through this synthetic fabrics. I don't really like it. And this sweater is definitely more comfortable, but the sleeves are not very long and it's a little bit tight, and I need something more comfortable. So I went to the thrift store and I found this fantastic sweater that works for me. It's it's not a black color. I realize I don't like black as a color. It doesn't work for me. It really makes me too even thinner than I look. I don't like how it looks too stern for me. I know black is supposed to be one of those colors that we're supposed to have. The little black dress goes with everything. It could be true, but for me, it doesn't bring me any joy. So black is not my color, but I'm okay with dark shades of gray. And this is technically a dark shade of gray, and it has a little bits of lighter gray in it. I don't know if you can see it. So it works for me. It's loose, and I can dress it up or down actually. So I like that it's very versatile, that I can wear it on my projects, and it's very sturdy. So I found this at Goodwill for $2.50. I was very tempted to buy a lot of things at Goodwill, a lot of clothes, because they have aisles and aisles of clothing. But I did manage to limit myself, although I did buy a t-shirt that technically I didn't really need. That's the challenge with going to thrift stores or going to the store and you see all these shiny things. So I'm working on it. That's a journey. But my commitment was to find something that I could wear to replace two items. So joy and usefulness versus it's convenient, I have it, therefore I should wear it. So these two items go. Bye-bye. And thank you for your service. Another piece of clothing that I have is these loose floral pants. I love the pattern, very cool. I've had those for like 3 years, but I don't really wear them very often because they open up and they show a lot of skin when I wear it. It opens up very fully and it's very revealing when there is wind or when you do a lot of movement. I don't really feel comfortable with that. And also, it is too long for me. And I have no intention. I mean, I thought about, yes, I could hem it up. Yes, I could do this. But after 3 years of having it, I still haven't done the hem, and most likely this project is never going to happen. So, whilst I love the pattern, I rarely use it. I wear other things that are actually more comfortable, also loose and with print. And so I'm gonna say goodbye to this one. Another thing I'm letting go of is this skirt. This pencil skirt, I absolutely love the color. It's this mustard color. It's very sleek. I love it. Um, but for me to wear a skirt, I need to have shaven legs, no bruises on my legs, or some kind of, and nice shoes that go with it. I can't wear my regular everything. So it requires me to be looking a certain way so that, and to have the right underwear as well, because it's actually pretty close to my body. And so all these things that it requires me to do before I feel comfortable and good wearing this skirt has become too much. At the end of the day, whilst I love it, I've had it for years and I did wear it, but me wearing it a handful of times a year does not bring me enough joy to warrant having a skirt. So this was the last of my skirts and dresses. I don't wear dresses. I mean, I do like them, but I realize when it's hot, I'd rather wear a short and t-shirts. And when it gets cooler, I like to wear pants because my legs get cold. I don't like the air coming under the skirt and things like that. So that's the last of my skirt. I don't have any skirt or dresses anymore. This goes, and I say thank you. Another thing that's gonna go is these pair of elastic shorts, which I use in the summertime as my pajama when it's really hot. But now it's gotten too loose after several washes. I've worn this quite a bit and it doesn't fit me anymore. And when I was at Goodwill, I was like, I need to find a replacement for my shorts, for my pajama shorts. And I realized, well, maybe I don't. Maybe I have enough shorts. And I do have another pair of shorts that I'm okay to use as my pajama instead. It is loose, but it fits me well. And it has this very bright pink color that I don't wear out and about too often. So I'm going to use it as my pajama. So one pair of shorts goes, and I'm not replacing it. So for my summer, I basically have 3 pair of shorts, no skirts and no dresses, and that's okay with me. And I also have these loose cotton pants, which I really love, and that works for me. So I use both during the summer month. I did get myself at Goodwill 2 new bras, and they're technically not bras. I'm wearing it right now. This is actually a bikini top. And I love this idea of having one item do more than one thing. If I buy a bra that is all lacy and all, it looks like a bra, for one thing, it's really hard for me to find one that fits me based on my body shape. But also, that's the only thing that I can use it for. And so if I have a bikini top, I can use it as a bra because I don't need too much support here based on how nature has made me. And it serves 2 purposes. And so if I have an opportunity to go swim in the river or in the ocean, which I can from time to time, I can technically just undress and I'm ready to go, which is kind of cool. I like this idea of lightness and being able to use one item for different purposes. So because I bought 2 bikini tops, they're black, both of them, no prints. I used to have prints and different colors. I'm doing underwear, just one simple color that would go with different kind of t-shirts. And so I'm saying goodbye to these 2 what do you call them, strapless bras, because they don't work for me. I bought them off of Amazon. I actually bought 3 off of Amazon, and they don't really work as support for my chest. And I bought them in a bundle because that's how we buy things these days, and it was a mistake. So now I'm letting go of these 2. I'm gonna keep this one, the strapless one, just the black one, just in case I have the just in case maybe is too much, but I'm gonna hold on to this because I'm not ready to let this one go. And yes, so bra wise, I am keeping only the strapless one and the 2 black bikini tops. So that's 3 bra for my whole week. That's enough. That's actually plenty. And then I wash them at the end of the week, and they dry pretty quickly based on the material. They are not too sensitive. They are thicker, so I don't need a special wash, and I get to use them very soon after they are washed. They dry really quickly. So that works for me. 3 bras. That's it for the decluttering part. So we're saying goodbye to this, and we are keeping this new item and the new bikini. So I hope that this process, my personal process of going through my own belongings, is helping you out. Maybe you have some tips. Maybe you've gone through this yourself and you can help us out. And as community people who are following this channel, this YouTube channel, if you have tips on how to make your clothing most simple, how to declutter things from your closet, and maybe so share with us in the comments. I know that it can take time before we are actually ready to pull the trigger and to let go of an item. I know I've been holding on to this skirt for a very long time, but the idea of who I am with a skirt is actually not the person that, like, my lifestyle doesn't fit this skirt. This skirt would be perfect if I still lived in London or in a big city like I used to, but I actually live in the mountains. I go hiking a lot. I do a job that can get me very dirty, and I have a kid, and I run around and I play basketball and baseball on the go. So pencil skirts don't work for me anymore. Used to, but I've changed. Guys, thank you so much for listening and following. Please share your comments, your questions. Tell us what works for you. We are on this journey to minimize clutter and maximize the areas of our life that really brings us joy and fulfillment. And so let's make some room for what is important. Take care.